Stray Gods, Part 2. Nightbot is very excited. Oh, how you doing, Cass? Welcome back. He's just a little. He gets excited to see people.
That is
He, he doesn't. He only has so many friends. What are you gonna do? All right, so should we just get into this then? Cass, you're caught up, correct? You said you watched almost the whole VOD, so I'm guessing you're kind of caught up with where we're at. We're about to walk into Athena after speaking with Persephone. Wasn't what's his name? The Minotaur. I can't remember the Minotaur's true name, but wasn't he the best part? I really think he was. It was either him.
the little guy? The little Minotaur? He was really little?
No, the full-size Minotaur. Well, he was like a human size. Asterion. That's it. He was he little in that he was a human size. It looks like we're heading down the road of I mean, we're going to continue to try to hit every romance option except for Pan. I think we're going to move on from Pan. But I'd be fine with Eros. I'd be fine with I'm definitely hoping that I can I'm actually hoping that I can get the roommate. That's who I want, legitimately. So that's who I will be hoping for. Freddy, yes, Freddy. Is my mic a little loud? Am I a little loud? Are we good? It's peaking a little bit, so I just want to make sure that I'm not blowing anybody's ears out when I'm talking. A little? Okay, I will turn me down. How's that, Cass? Better? Is that better, though? I turned it down a decibel. I think that'll probably be fine, and then I still have... Yes? Okay, cool. So we'll go there, and we're gonna continue here. We're walking directly into Athena after speaking with Persephone, and going from there.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
Oh, I forgot I did this. Just a second.
I prefer to stand.
So I think I did a thing that should help with the subtitle screen tools overlay. Okay, I should be able to. Nope. How did I do that? No, never mind. That's true. You are correct. Never mind. I thought I could move those down all in one piece. I had them set that I could, but it doesn't seem to want to let me. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we'll move those to here. Okay, there we go. That way everybody can see the subtitles. But here we go.
Thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Am I not supposed to be proving my innocence? Would you prefer I did nothing?
I'd prefer you didn't break any other rules in the meantime.
Such as? Do you have a list I can read, or do you just make them up as you go?
Sounds like that one.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you
I disagree.
and to all the idols.
I'm going with it.
You care. About me? That's a laugh. You sit up here in your tower, and whatever humanity you might have once had, whatever wisdom, it's eroded away to nothing. The only thing you care about is making sure it doesn't all shatter. Not on your watch.
By the way, I picked for my second ability, like I picked clever, because that
Zeus
was
was
the
the
two that
first
we
to
thought
live.
we would go with in the beginning.
King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
A little what? Sorry.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
That's fair, I guess.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I
Mm.
do. All
Do
I
you?
called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is.
I'm helping.
If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I
Sure
have
has.
some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah, he's doing that.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
I don't think Pan could
We've
kill
all
anybody.
killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
No.
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this.
I mean,
Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
no, I will not.
gave it to me? Athena, I had that key all along.
I like that move.
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off. A mortal with a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
I mean, it's a
What's
little
funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return. All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Sure have. One's tough. This one.
Is it true you can't remove her curse? Or is she just too useful?
I wish I could remove the curse. I'm afraid the Athena who bestowed it is long gone. She was prideful, that Athena. As prideful as she was powerful, I'm ashamed to say.
The current Athena is responsible for everything she's done.
I am well aware, Grace. What is it that you would have me do exactly?
How about you stop treating her like a servant? Maybe send her somewhere she won't be tempted all the time.
Oh, well, if you happen to hear of a diet camp for man-eating monsters, by all means, do let me know.
I mean,
Now,
I will.
if there isn't anything else...
Oh, there is.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace.
I think you can.
I'm sorry.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace.
No, you're not.
If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
You're right, Cass. I don't like her
Don't
at
take
all.
it personally, Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Would-
Is she right?
No.
Probably.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. If it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
And she's correct.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan.
Thanks for the follow, Lucin
If she
Van.
left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
We can't ask Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
How are you?
Memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja
I am enjoying
vu?
the shit out of this
I'm
game
willing
so
to wager
far.
the place Calliope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche.
This is my very first visual novel I've ever played. I picked a good one.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
Have you done all of
What if
the
Medusa is lying? What about
all the
Pam?
songs? I
We
haven't
could
gotten
look into
all
him
of
some
them,
more, couldn't we?
and I don't know that I'm going to.
My, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
let's say I do this.
You're working on it? Nice.
What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope, or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
Absolutely.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future.
I love
Be a
Freddy.
twist.
Yeah, so far I'm a huge fan of this. And Laura can certainly sing.
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
That's because we are desperate, Grace. Either we take this shot at learning the truth, or we overthrow Athena and the chorus by force, and disregard this stupid trial.
She's joking, right? She's joking, right?
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was
Oh, really?
impossible.
Nice. That makes sense. Mary McGlynn has a really great voice, too.
If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
So far, my absolute favorite part of this game was the, God damn it. What's his name? I'm scrolling up. Asterion. The Asterion at the reliquary part was my favorite part so far. I just thought it was fucking adorable. But yeah. So this is my first playthrough, just so you know. I'm doing right now. I have the kick-ass and clever perk, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm basically picking every romance option available,
What about
except
the
for with
alarms?
Pan now.
I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you, and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
Here we go.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. If anything happens, I'll come. Hecate won't stop me. The Minotaur won't stop me. Nothing will.
That's great to know, but I'll try not to make it necessary.
I like this panel.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Freddy's great. I'm a huge fan of Freddy. I kind of want to do the be honest with Hecate because we just helped them fall in love, and I think she likes me. What do you guys think? All right. Honest? Okay. I will go with it. Sorry, I just realized I wanted to throw a couple of lurks out to a few of my friends at the moment. All right, let's do this. Be honest. Here we go. Confirmed.
Ah, so that is now.
Oh, you were expecting us?
It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
And it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
I figured talking face to face would be more civilized and, you know, less dangerous.
I appreciate your motivation, though surely you cannot think mere etiquette will change my answer.
No, I was so helpful.
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes.
What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death?
Is she a suspect?
She's an idol. I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving?
Bam.
You will regret this. That is also written.
Shit.
That is a yes. Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Got it.
Hey, it worked. I mean, it's going to be bad later, but...
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now?
Fuck, I don't know.
Of all the times to not have Freddy around, she'd love this. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Do it. Let's see what happens. I love the art in this game. I love how it's like like it's a comic. It's so good. I mean, it's obviously Athena, right? Holding on to power
weird.
for some reason.
I've definitely been here before.
Don't answer that if you know the answer. A egg? I know I'm a comic nerd.
I don't get any feeling from that.
If you couldn't tell.
Will I know it when I see it? Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Oof, that's a mask.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right? Is this an armory too?
No, that's isn't that Poseidon's? And this is the Apple of Eden.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Am I stuck somewhere?
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
I don't even know what language that is.
It's gonna be the mirror, right? This is the last thing.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere? This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
WT the fuck, dude.
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something?
Creepy as shit.
Okay then.
Well, there's the thing.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Is uh-oh. Well, that's not good.
Oh. Grace? Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
This is pretty intense. What is happening? Why? God damn it. What? Not cool. They just needed to stab somebody?
Oh God, Freddy!
By the gods. You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that.
But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
This app, what?
Persephone, we can't just... There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
No! It's not right!
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
There wasn't anything I could have done to stop that, I don't think. Or maybe there is, I just don't know. Nope, there's Act 2. Final act.
I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
Her name is Freddy. Was Freddy. She was more than just my friend.
Yes, I see that. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And what that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey, from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty
Certainly
crimes
did.
one stumbles into.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just a feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror. To speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command. Or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
Can these Fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So they don't like the
Someone
fact that
really
I'm
didn't
fucking
want
with shit.
Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the Fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why
That
Calliope wanted
blows.
to talk to the Fates.
There had to, I mean, maybe there was
Well,
some
there
way I
is
could have
another way to
stopped
ask them.
Freddy,
I
but
wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
was it him?
Enough, both of you. This isn't helping anyone.
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
No thank you.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But that's not why you originally agreed to help me?
No, that's not why.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Nightbot got excited and so did that.
To overthrow. Few
This
mortals
thing.
still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
Oh,
But
fun.
you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
I mean, I feel like I'm not banned.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Is there really no other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want
Probably.
to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No. Hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Guess
How do we
so.
get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
Got him.
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step too far.
And
Why?
consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies, according to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead with that?
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy, Grace.
But you'll play on mine. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
That's fine. I don't need your
If
help.
that's what you prefer, by all means.
Let's find Hermes. And get this over with.
All right. Going to get Hermes.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace, and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, geez, Nightbot. Nobody said anything.
They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
It's the only way to find out why Calliope was trying to contact the Fates.
The Fates?
There's something going on, Hermes. I'm at the edge of it. But without the Fates, I'll never know the truth.
And that means going to Hades, with or without Athena's permission.
Okay. signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Open the trunk. I love that. Because any door to any place.
Welcome to the real underworld.
We made it.
Wow.
Need to go get...
It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter.
What does that mean?
A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Oh, fun.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
How do you figure?
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
Oh, okay.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals, regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
Oh, shit.
So he's not a fan of yours?
Nope.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
I'm sure there's a bunch, but we'll find out later.
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
So what do we think? I still think it's Athena.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination. I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again.
Okay.
No, Corone, I did not
I'm
bring
not
you
sure.
any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Hey there! I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses, and that you're very pretty.
Well, that's nice of him.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him.
Ooh.
See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him.
What? He seems like
Let's
he
get
just
underway,
is.
Corone.
He seems
It's a long
lonely.
ride to the throne room.